Hello, everyone. It's Bridget back again from It's Your Time channel. And I am so super excited to share with you guys today. I was able to actually make a full circle life experience just last week. If you have watched this channel before, I share a lot of my early story, parts of my childhood and things like that. And I spoke about this particular experience of having Christmas gifts and a Christmas celebration in a restaurant where I used to live in New York. It was called Mount Fuji. And that celebration was for underprivileged children, kids that just didn't have parents that had enough money for gifts and things like that. And they raised money and they actually had this giveaway of all these gifts and this great dinner up in this beautiful restaurant on the top of the mountain and right in the suburbs of New York, right in between like New York and New Jersey and Mount Fuji. It's in Hillsborough, New York. So we're going to drop some pictures and video of some of the things that happened when I was there. And I just want to encourage people with this episode that nothing's ever wasted in your life. Nothing. I don't care how hard it is, all that you've been through, even when you're tired of, my God, when is it going to stop? I mean, thing after thing after thing. But I am now going to be like 58 years old. I keep saying I'm going to be 59, but 58 years old. And this happened when I was about, I'm going to say 6 or 7, maybe 7 or 8. And I still remember it. And it was poignant. There was a sting of, a little bit of uneasiness because I think there was something said, and it wasn't anything that was meant to hurt anybody, but it was something said about, to give, credit to people who had actually donated time and resources to what the function was for. But my mom was sitting next to me, and I remember seeing the discomfort on her face or in her body language, that she wasn't, able to give what she thought maybe she should have at that point in her life to her child. And I remember feeling that little stab of being just a tad bit uncomfortable, but super excited because we got so many beautiful gifts that year, and just the atmosphere was amazing. It was decorated, lovely. And when you see some of the pictures of the restaurant and how it's decorated even now, you can imagine how crazy they go, during Christmas. So just to kind of recap about that experience, we went back home to kind of get ready for our retirement trip here. We're getting ready to get to travel abroad. And I went home to see my family before we left and brought my honey with me. That was the first time that they were able to meet her, since the wedding. And it was just a glorious time. It was a glorious time. But the most amazing thing that happened in the restaurant was I was about to sit down to the hibachi table, right? We were running in, and it was so funny because it was like, we're about 5 minutes late and we're driving in, and I'm like calling them because, when you're part of the hibachi table, you have to be on time because everything is slotted out. And we were clearly going to be the last set of people at 8:30. So I called the restaurant before we left, and it was about 35 minutes from where we were staying in New York to where the restaurant was. And I called them and I told them I was going to be late, right? So then they called me again as I got into the parking lot. I'm like, it was only 35 minutes later, but they called me again, and I was like, no, I'm on my way. We're in the car. And just as we're getting out of the car, there's a group of people that are, putting their coats on or their jacket on. You could see that they were in a rush. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's not just us, it's them too. So I didn't feel too bad because we were only like about 6 minutes late. So we get inside and we're able to get a drink before we're seated. And as we're seated, lo and behold, it's these people that were running in late too. So we're all sitting there. It's like a family of, I think, about 6. Yeah, they had 4 kids and there was a couple there. And it was just a beautiful time, a beautiful time. And let me tell you, we've been to hibachi before at probably one of your biggest set of foodies that you might know, loving good food wherever we go. But it was really good. It was really good. The show was good. The chef, not only did he have like the culinary skills of the chopping and the slicing and all the flipping and the fire, but he also had songs. He had songs like for age appropriate, like for all the kids at the table. And then he had songs and references for us. And it was just amazing. But I'm going to get back to the thing that I know that God is in control. There are no coincidences in life. on my way to the bathroom, I'm looking for it. And I asked a guy on my way, a worker there, and I said, "Can you tell me where the bathroom is?" And he said, "Oh yeah, it's right." He said, "Oh wait, let me just go ahead and show you. I'll walk you over there." And I was like, "Oh, that is so sweet of you. Thank you so much, to be able to take time away from what he was doing to do that." He's like, "No," he's like, "It's my pleasure. I love it here." I was like, "Oh, you sound like you really love your job." And he's like, "Yeah." I said, "How long have you been here?" And he said, "Probably about 2 or 3 months now, but it's like a dream come true because I used to visit this place when I was a kid. And now it's full circle that I'm able to work here and I feel so blessed." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have got to share with you my story." Quick snippet of why I was there. I was like, this happened to me. I was one of those kids on the mountain in one of these dinners. And he was like, "Oh my gosh." And he said to me, he's like, "Only God." He pointed up, he's like, "Only God can do it." And I was like, "You're right. You are right. Only God can make ways and turn things around." So I know that there are times and there are people that are struggling with things, whatever it is, looking for jobs, career moves, family problems, marriage problems, sickness, illness. I just want to share with you that there is always hope. There's always hope. It's never too late. Keep your faith. Keep on moving forward. Stand still in your faith. Stand still. The promises of God, the promises of positivity always play out. It never, ever fails. And me going there and having that time there was just like, if I could just put it into a word for you to tell you how grateful I was to be able to go back to that place, in the place that I am in my life after a rich, rich career in nursing. It just was amazing. It was beyond words. So I hope that you enjoyed the clip. I hope you enjoyed the pictures. I hope that it encourages you. If it has, if you've seen something in the past on the channel, please like, share, and subscribe and get it out to people. And just know that it is your time. You make decisions for yourself. You have to do it for yourself. Put you first. You are the priority. You can't serve anybody before you make sure that you're good. All right. I hope that blessed you. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon.
Wash your head, wash your mind.
The room is on fire. Let them Oh, very cool. Nice. Yeah.